Hello?
Hello.
Hey, how are you this morning?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Oh, it's a feels like a Monday
Oh,
mentally, but it's good. It's good.
oh, that's unfortunate. It's Thursday. It's
I
supposed to be a
know.
happy day. Next tomorrow's
Uh,
Friday. The week's
uh,
almost over.
that happens.
All right.
So, no, yeah. Hopefully it feels like a Friday for you.
Oh no, not quite. It feels like morning to me right now. It doesn't feel like anything other than that. It's just early enough that I'm still tired, as per usual when we do these streams. So, what do you want to do today? Because I spent basically 2 hours a couple weeks ago, 3 weeks ago now, I guess,
Yep.
grilling you about all kinds of different things related to Offworld, but I didn't know if you wanted to try hopping into some games this time, if you had anything more you wanted to talk about or share, or what.
Oh, I I think it'd be fun to hop into some games. I don't know how, like I don't know how competitive I'll be. How many people would we be able to hop in some games with some folks? Or would you want to try a team game?
We could try team games and see how
Okay.
those go as well
Okay.
if we wanted to.
I mean, I think like if we do team games, then I can take notes about what sucks.
Okay.
That will kill two birds with one stone. Meaning, like every week or two, you do like a bunch of analysis where you get a bunch of things that you want to change, and then hopefully you change them. I know that we've played a few team games here, and it's really good when you can communicate with each other. But it really sucks when you're sort of two strangers trying to like play a team game.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I went ahead and hosted a game.
Okay. I'll be jumping in. I'm just updating my version. And are we playing the internal version or are we playing?
Currently, we are on the next version,
Okay.
which I think is technically different from the internal version in some way. But
Okay. I just need to make sure I'm on the same. So on my Steam, I have an option to opt out. I have a staging version and I have the previous version. Is there a code I need for the next version?
you could try here. I'll send you in
Sure.
Skype what the code used to be, at least, and may
Oh, is it
still be.
is it the Little Brother War code? Or
I
is
think
there
it's a
another
different
code?
one from that.
Okay, perfect. Oh, okay.
I think is what it was. I had to enter it like months ago at this point.
No, that's perfect. That's it.
Okay, good.
It's just funny because for me, I live or breathe by like the internal,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like that's the one I don't necessarily realize. I know that we put one out, and I know that it's different than the internal one, as the internal one changes every 2 days or every
Yeah.
6 hours maybe, depending on what we're doing.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, and for people in chat who are wondering, the other person on audio is Dorian. And I don't know, maybe you should just give an overview of what you do in the game for the new people who aren't used to you yet.
Sure. My name is Dorian Newcomb, and I worked with Soren quite a while ago now when we both worked at Firaxis together. We had shared an office for a little bit while we were starting off in the early dev work of Civ 4. And at that point, I was doing primarily animation, but I also did a lot of prototype art to get games sort of up and running quick. And based off of sort of working pretty closely with Soren during that time and continuing to work on the Civ series after that, when Soren moved back to the area, I started working with him again. And about 2 years ago, we started Mohawk Games with a significant amount of help from Stardock and the folks from Stardock and Brad Riddell. And then we've been working on Offworld. Coming from an art background and having done a lot with sort of larger teams of artists, I've ended up doing a lot more of the management and business side of the business as compared with like doing a lot of art production. So it's been an interesting transition, but it just means I don't know. I've become the old man in the game industry, even though I'm not that old yet, but it's old enough. So is that a good enough overview?
Yeah, sounds good to me. All right,
Oh,
so just so
sorry.
you're aware, you're up against Omar Little and PB Head for this match, it looks like. But we can be on a team and they can be on a team, and we'll have communication and they won't as easily, so it's fine. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, I think we're going to end up... that'd be great if they could seem chat about super important stuff. And I have a feeling we'll be listened to.
Yeah, well, maybe. I think usually people are pretty good about turning off the audio for the stream they're on. Okay, well, I suppose we can just dive on in and see how it goes. I know teams are one of those things where I'm hoping there will be some significant adjustments in the future. Maybe not huge, but just details cleaned up, because I'm interested in teams and I want to see how this goes.
Okay. So normally, do you have any preferences for what you want to focus on in the game? In terms of like, we definitely want to divide and conquer, like so that each one of us can focus on fewer resources than we would, and share stuff.
Yeah.
But sometimes, if you misstep early, it can actually end up biting you pretty hard.
It's true. And I don't know, we may need to see the map before we decide on exactly what to do. I do have reveal map up at this point. I feel like that'll work even better for teams in some ways. That way you can coordinate with your partner and be like, okay, I'll take this one. All right. If you're good to go, though, I think we'll go ahead and get started.
Sounds good.
All right. It's just such an office phone in the background.
Oh, I know. That's how we get everything is delivered here. And I put the phone.
Yeah, it's not.
Put the phone near me so I make sure we get deliveries. So what's spots look interesting to you?
Well, I'm really nervous about the fact that there's basically no aluminum on this map.
Yeah.
That is disconcerting, and there's no good source of it. We could potentially both go scavenger here.
We could go scavenger, and one of us could get the aluminum. I say one of us should nestle between these two high aluminum near the colony.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna do that right now.
Okay, you go ahead and do that. I will find us some carbon with any luck that's actually usable. Although I'm waiting a bit too long at this point, but maybe that's okay.
You want to grab? Yeah, you probably just want to grab carbon.
Yeah. That may not actually be enough carbon, but I'll just grab like 3 carbon.
Okay.
The upper left would have also been an option. I was kind of seeing I wanted to be near the silicon and the water in particular. Oh, make sure
do we have silicon?
we don't have silicon immediately, but I've got some nearby that I can use.
Why don't you do that and I'll focus on the water.
Okay, sounds good. Also, share your resources.
Are they not shared automatically?
Well, when you enter the new version, you have to update your player settings.
Gotcha.
And I forgot to make sure that you had updated your player settings. Because they can do it automatically, but each version it kind of changes exactly what the deal is.
We had, the first time we tested this, Sarin had it to auto-share. And we had just some ridiculous fights in the office where one person was just selling everything that was valuable.
Yeah.
And did you want to upgrade?
Yeah, I already upgraded. You can upgrade now too, pretty easily. Like that first one comes pretty fast.
I'm going to claim that other aluminum just to try to lock people out of the market.
Sounds good. We could definitely use a lot of aluminum anyway.
Yeah. There's someone actually coming to get it, so I think I'm going to beat them.
That would be good. So I'm looking at getting some... I've got a little bit of silicon. I also got hit by an EMP. I also got a new claim for $5,000 while they were busy EMPing me, though, so maybe that's not the end of the world.
Spectacular.
Yeah, that's pretty silly. Pretty silly. I'm going to use that to actually get down a little bit of power here. I've got a really nice wind power spot that I figure it's easy for us to just go ahead and use wind power.
Yeah.
That was a really early EMP to throw at me. Sheesh. Okay.
Do you want me to get going with glass? Yeah, do you want me to...
Glass is okay. Reactors could also work out well, since you're pulling in water already. Either one could be fine.
And then
Now, we don't have any carbon coming in for a while, because that's what got EMP'd of mine. So I may sell down some stuff of ours, like some of this aluminum.
oh, do you want to buy?
Goon
We should
Squad.
invest in a maybe a shield or a goon squad.
Yeah, I
in
got
that
a
area.
goon squad for our carbon. I just
Okay.
picked one up, so we're going to be good to go there. It's so weird being on a team. I don't know how to...
You're like, how do I feel about this?
Well, being on a team is interesting. It's just the whole communication aspect of it and this idea of I need to tell you what I'm up to.
Yeah, this can go
All
Yeah,
right.
this is the part that we definitely need to improve with the chat. So with since we have aluminum, if we have a good batch of aluminum, carbon, and silicon, we should one of us could go into electronics and probably sit on it for a bit, because it's going to be very hard for them to upgrade and get into electronics.
That's true. They do have a lot of water-based stuff coming down. Okay, interesting.
Yeah, but they might end up keeping it low because of that, accidentally.
Yeah. That's kind of what I'm expecting, almost. Well, they don't have quite enough reactors down to really do it yet, but it's close. I've gotten us enough glass bought up at this point that we can both upgrade.
Okay, and I'm actually just putting down a glass part as well,
I would almost say.
Okay.
and I might get another water claim when I. Am I fine upgrading?
Yeah, you can
Or you-
upgrade if you want to. Why don't you go ahead and upgrade since you've got our real production? You can get extra glass and extra reactors down, potentially, either one.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then I can, once I've upgraded, eventually I can move into something weird like,
I'd be like,
I don't really want to make chemicals. I'm a little bit nervous about consuming too much of our carbon right now.
yeah, and then the stuff just
Yeah.
start coming up.
One of us. I don't. We don't share patents, do we?
I don't think so, which is one of those weird things about teams at this point.
But I think keeping it like these
okay.
bigger chunks is fine.
I'll keep bidding on that.
And then with all that
I'm actually. If you see people comment on the stream and they mention anything, I'm all for taking advice for what we should do better.
Okay.
So if sharing patents or sharing upgrades would be the way that everyone feels like this should play,
So that's like probably
that would be good to know.
Yeah.
expand all this stuff.
Got this claim. I have to figure out how much this is worth.
Yeah.
If there's extra stuff that you need to put in,
And I think I don't want to pay more than 20 for it because I'm just so terrified of debt these days.
I have to put 13.
But
Yeah.
so I'll
I
probably
actually
just let it go.
I actually sold a little bit of glass to snag another claim.
Okay, sounds good.
Oh, they haven't gotten any aluminum yet.
I can.
I wonder if I can goon squad your tiles. Somehow
Try
I
it.
doubt it, but
I'll
I
try
can
it.
try it and see how it
Yeah.
goes. I totally can.
That's the sweetness.
I put a
right
goon
there.
squad. Can you see my goon squad?
I can. Yeah, you
Okay,
put
good.
it on that glass tile. So, but you put it in the area that they would be targeting.
Yeah, exactly. Plus, if you get power surged on either end, there is no power surge this game. If you get network virused on either end, it'll block it off and things like that. So hopefully that's fine. Let's see. Do you have any claims left at this point?
I do.
Okay.
I'm sort of. I feel like I need to go into another. Yeah, we'll just do that. Yeah, everyone, folks at the office really like seeing Omar Little's name in the
Mhm.
in the list. Have you played with him before?
Oh yeah, tons of
Okay.
times. Tons
Sweet.
of times. I went ahead and got an adrenaline boost for our carbon just so we can get through upgrades a bit faster, hopefully.
That's awesome.
Speaking
Adrenaline
of-
Boost is by far my favorite new thing that we added.
It is fantastically hilarious sometimes.
Yeah.
So I'm tempted to get into some chem production and maybe even long term, like I could get a hacker ray and start hacking glass for you pretty easily, actually.
I think
If we
that'd be
wanted to
awesome.
take that route.
Yeah.
Like it'll be a while before it kicks in, so I don't know if we need to worry about it anytime soon because hacker arrays can just take a while, but
So PB Head is building chemicals right now,
okay.
pretty strong, right up above his area.
Yeah. He's avoiding, I assume, the carbon cost. Yeah, he is.
Yep.
That's really, really good. Well, we have an upgrade available. I don't know who should take it out of anybody. I guess,
I would. I think you should go for it, and we might see if I can upgrade right on your tail.
okay. Well, I'm gonna need to put down buildings first, at least. I could go in really heavily in chems here for the moment. Just get a nice large patch.
We might want to get an extra. We should either you should upgrade your carbon production or get carbon scrubbing.
Yeah, I was thinking about getting an engineering lab to upgrade carbon production.
Yeah.
Just because that's part of why I adrenaline boosted carbon, is because I knew that long term we weren't sitting on a whole lot of it for the two of us.
Yeah.
Pirates are actually potentially pretty strong here. So can you see that that's my bid, by the way? The 6,000?
That's not your bid. I can see it when it's your bid, yeah.
Okay, yeah,
that's actually pretty good.
Yeah. I think that's kind of important, just to make sure for the pirates. Alright, I got hit by an EMP. Shouldn't be any big surprises there.
Have you used the hologram to hide your stuff yet?
Yeah, I've experimented quite a lot with the hologram. I like the idea behind it. There were a couple of details that needed to be cleaned up about it. I think they have been, to some degree.
Some of it. You might want to, I was going to say, before you finished your espionage, it might have been good to, sort of hologram that up.
Yeah.
I hate those filthy bandits.
Yeah, it probably would have been.
I'm going to
especially because you can buy them when they're not on cooldown, which I need to remember. Sorry. Anyway, what were you saying?
The other thing that we could jack up is the fuel price. But they're making fuel. Okay.
Yeah, it all gets kind of complicated, which is why I was looking at glass in particular, because I don't see them making much glass at all right now.
Yeah, I think we should do that. I can upgrade and then adrenaline boost the glass. I'm going to buy, carbon.
Yeah, if you want to upgrade and get some more buildings put down and such, that sounds fine.
Ooh, the price of carbon's going up pretty strong.
Yeah. Which is why it's good that you boosted on mine, I suppose. Is that what you just did?
That's exactly... Yeah, because I want to upgrade my man. I'm like, his workers need some stim packs over there.
Yeah, that's fine.
I want to be on the curve with the rest of everybody else. So
yeah.
And are you seeing pirates? Have we fixed that? I know that.
Yeah, I can see pirates now.
Oh yeah, I can see them. Yay, fixed.
All right. It might be a good idea to increase. Okay, you've got a water pump going down. Never mind.
Yep.
That's what I was going to say. That works.
Absolutely. And I don't know if we even want to be in... Do we want to push food?
I've got a glass shortage about to hit, by the way. I can delay it if you want, but...
No, it's fine.
All right, good.
I should be in good shape.
Well, I think we should check Offworld prices in particular, because I can hit 5, and food and oxygen are both fantastic Offworld.
Okay.
So... Why don't you make sure you get all your buildings down first, though, and then we'll worry about all that stuff.
My buildings are down. It's a question of what we want to do next. Should I do electronics or food?
We could move into either. I guess... Why don't we start on electronics, I guess, if we want to think about pushing into an off-world before too long. We could maybe start some electronics production, since they already have food down.
Okay.
Scientific colony expanded.
I guess I'll bid on this, although I'm not too concerned about it either way.
So instead of break apart like it is for Raymond. Oh yeah, there's just this bone. And then I guess the idea is...
I still have no idea how to value this whatsoever these days. My debt's not too bad, but it is, I mean, it's 31,000, which isn't awful, but isn't great either.
Yeah. My debt's at 40. I had a game yesterday where I let my debt ride to over 200,000, and it was hard to get out of it.
Oh yeah, it's really difficult to get out of things like that these days, from what I've seen. All right, that was my chems getting frozen, so that's well, and I guess my carbon too. It kind of hit both, but it focused. It looked like the chems, which is just kind of weird. Oh well.
I feel like we should target their chems with a network virus. But I don't know if they're producing... If we target them with a network virus and take out their electrical production, the question is, would that actually hurt them?
Yeah, I don't know, actually. Well, PB Head's already in a bit of debt. We could maybe target his steel mills with a network virus.
But then he might just turn them off. Can you turn those off?
You can't turn them off during a network virus. Oh, also your stock's getting bought, so you should probably secure a lot of that if you can.
That's fine.
All right. I, on the other hand, well,
you know, if you buy my stock, that's even better.
That's true. It helps, yeah. Both of them, us buying it helps. We can put a delay on me getting to level 5, I suppose, to make sure your stock is completely secure. Yeah.
They want my aluminum.
Yeah, probably. Well, you got a lot of it bought up for yourself, so that's fine. Why don't we just buy a bit of my stock too? I'm actually going to go into a little extra silicon with that one last claim I have.
Ooh, and we need to watch the food production now. Can you upgrade?
I can upgrade. I could just do it. That's fine. Get a little extra power down. Yeah, food's starting to look real good. I could maybe go into food here, although I'm kind of in a crater at this point.
Yeah, I feel like you're our off-world man, and I should be the food guy.
Okay, if you want to go into food before long, then that's fine.
I just need to be able to upgrade, which we're waiting on carbon.
Yeah, I was waiting for that freeze to go away, then I was going to boost our carbon again, and I've been getting it upgraded with this engineering lab. So we're on 16 carbon a second right now.
That's perfect.
It's going down as Chem Lab's turned back on, which I actually need to turn off and get moved into something else. I could just go into food right now if I'm scrapping Chem Labs pretty easily.
Can you go into a little bit more? Oh, you put the energy up. That's perfect.
Yeah, I've got 4 wind turbines, and they're all pretty decent wind turbines. Not great adjacency, but they're functional. Tell you what, though, before you upgrade, I can actually get down in Offworld fairly easily, I think.
Pop it? Pop it.
Yeah, I'll just get it down. There it is. Go ahead and get a hologram for it. So it looks like something else. And now I've got one Offworld established, so we can focus maybe on getting you upgraded.
Yep.
From here.
And then I'll just pop the food.
I've got food down at this point. Because I had to scrap chems, because as you can see, chems are awful.
Yep.
At this stage. So I figured, alright, I got to scrap these chems. I may as well go into the food now, and then you can expand into... You've already got like electronics and glass and reactors, so you can just decide, wow, 8,000 for that claim.
That's amazing.
You can tell that teams are really messing with people as they try and figure things out. Man, carbon is $100 a piece. I'm just going to keep upgrading it and adrenaline boosting it for all I care. Although I'm going to wait on the adrenaline boost until the Offworld is online. Freezing my food. Oh, jerks.
So what did you want me to go into?
Well, you could go into pretty much anything at this point.
Okay.
I mean, anything that's profitable. Obviously, I have food, but it's getting frozen occasionally. So until EMPs become super expensive, it's not going to matter as much. Glass still looks really strong if you wanted to expand on that, yeah.
Yeah. Are we making enough silicon?
I have 3 silicon quarries, so we're pulling in 4.75 compared to your consuming 3.75 right now. We will be consuming silicon after you get all that done, but I can upgrade silicon production if I really need to. And that can be fine.
Okay.
Alright, I'm just going to throw down a boost there.
Scientific colony expanded.
Yep. Okay, that was you. That's fine. You can buy my stock all you want.
Your stock is being bought.
Okay, that is goon squatted. So since that's goon squatted, I am going to... I don't know why I just did that. I'm going to throw a network virus at it.
We're not surprised. Just disappointed in you.
Nice. Oh no.
Oh no, what?
You got caught.
Oh yeah, that was intentional. I knew it was goon squatted.
Okay.
That's why I threw a
Good.
network virus at it, because I don't think we're vulnerable to that anywhere right now.
Okay.
Like, we have a lot of really good stuff. Let's see, you got hit by it on your electronics. That's not that big a deal. See, it's just... But I wanted to start tearing through those goon squads so that I could try and start shutting down that Offworld. I might put down another Offworld, actually. Not really using this hacker array. I should use the hacker array for something. I'm not entirely sure what, but something would be good.
Can you add another food to the mix?
I can add a couple more food pretty easily. People try and buy my stock, jerks. Okay, you can buy into PB stock. Why don't you just focus on the stock buying then for the time being?
Yep.
and I will just focus on what I'm up to now.
There's going to be a surplus in water. That means they
Silicon
need
tile,
water.
Don't care.
Ooh,
Yeah, if they did it.
they have an off-road market as well.
Yeah. I have a second one coming down at this point.
Okay.
Just because may as well use all this carbon for something. Alright, there we go.
The black market is online.
Offworld
I'm just going for
Look at all the money.
that.
PB, yeah.
Yeah.
Which is fine. Now, I have a bunch of extra money to throw around because I'm the one doing off-world launches, and you can't really trade those easily.
We're not surprised.
Pop that again.
Just disappointed in you.
So I'll be trying to use that for black market stuff in particular. Let's see, you need what, 234 to finish off PB?
Yeah.
Well, I may as well spend the
You can
cash
just
as I
you can
have
just
it.
buy goods, and then I can. Or there's a way to.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Why don't I just let's see? What are they not making?
Electronics.
They're not making electronics. I'm gonna buy a bunch of electronics right now, and then you can
Yeah.
sell them down. Now that we have
Okay.
300,
Market is online.
and that we can
Tell
just
me-
transition money that way.
Are you good?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I did all the buying.
Shipment
Okay.
launched. Look at
Okay,
all
I'm
the
actually
money.
gonna do it again because we got another off-road launch. So feel free to sell.
Okay. Hold on a second. There we go.
Yeah, Tommy checked it out.
And then we also have 800 carbon sitting around that I don't know if we need for anything. So
Okay. I'm gonna sell some of that then.
Love this.
Just a little bit.
also glass is getting bad, but you were overloaded on that. But now you can maybe
So
get it shut
Saren's
off.
calling.
Oh, interesting. I did not see that. Where is he just calling you, or is he calling? Oh, okay. We could maybe switch over to that call if we want to, or maybe we can finish this game then switch over to that call. I'm not really sure. How close are you to being able to buy PB, by the way?
Offworld shipment. Offworld shipment. Look at all the money. Look at all the money.
PB.
Hello.
Hey, Zoltar, how's it going?
It's going good so far. So Dorian, I'm going to buy up a bunch of electronics again with my $139,000.
Okay.
If you want to sell those down now.
I think I'm good to buy.
Excellent.
Oh my god.
For some
First
reason,
time
I can
bought-
buy you for $0.
Yeah, I can buy you as well.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. That's a little weird. It's acting
Yeah.
like... So I'm wondering... Huh. So it's acting like I have all of the stock in you because I can buy you for $0. Now I'm wondering... What happens
Yeah.
if...
I'm ready.
Okay, you got that one.
Yeah.
Which is understandable,
actually-
this
You
idea
mean
of
the
sharing
flashing
stock.
button? I actually just fixed that.
Oh, okay.
But it won't be in. It won't be in for this patch.
Gotcha.
But yeah, you can basically buy out. If someone else owns share of your teammate, you can buy that out if you choose.
Look at all the money.
Dorian, turn off your glass.
Look at
Oh,
all the money.
excellent. Sorry. Wait. Yeah. I'm just deleting them.
Yeah, that's probably best at this point. We kind of killed it. Yeah, communication beats not communication. Way to go, team.
Let's see some hidden off-road markets there.
Oh yeah,
It looks
totally.
like it looks like one of Zach's new canyons there, separate
Yeah.
the two land masses. It's funny. I looked at the code. He made the change while I was gone. I looked at the code. I couldn't actually even find the code. He does that, which was strange.
Well, Zach does. I mean, Zach is pretty brilliant, so he does some stuff that's not. He doesn't. A lot of the textures for the terrain are grayscale, and so as like normal artists are like, oh, what's the texture look like? And you're like, it's a gray ramp of patterns.
Right.
But then when it's in the game, you're like, oh, it looks great.
Yep.
So he does. I think some of the way that he implements the code is the same way, where it's not intuitively. It's not the way you'd expect. But it's efficient, yeah. So yeah, I had sent him the information where like a few weeks ago I jumped into a multiplayer game and got into a lobby, and there's a huge debate of like, do we play a large map or medium map? Or if we play canyons, we have to be a large map.
Right.
And I let Sarin know about that, and then I told the terrain artist about it, and he's like, oh, well, we should populate the other side of the canyon. So he put in all this stuff so that, you know, in the canyon maps now there were some more tiles you could claim.
Right.
So I think it actually looks pretty cool. I like it a little bit more visually too. So.
Right. Yeah. No. Yeah. It's nice to see these sort of cuts. All right. Let's see you finish them off.
Yeah.
Yep. Got it done. I was a little bit surprised, honestly, that it went as well as it did. But I think just being able to talk made a big difference that game.
Right.
Yeah, this is one of those things where it'd be fascinating to like talk to the other team and say, okay, what things do you, like, because we were in Skype, we were able to orchestrate all this stuff. What things did you need in the actual game to get to where we were on Skype?
Yeah, there's like really cool.
Right.
You know, like being able to like ping a spot or to, you know, I almost feel like you should have a little hand that says, this is what I'll focus on. In the office, whenever I play with Josh, if we're teammates, he'll always say, I'm going into glass. And then halfway through the game, I'm like, Josh, where's that glass again? You said. And I sort of feel like you take on a responsibility in team games that's a little bit different than single player.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know, sort of being able to volunteer to be the person that makes sure food is always good or energy is always good. It puts it on you.
I'm wondering if it would be useful to be able to like.
On, a lot, like basically all
You go ahead. You go ahead.
No, it's fine. If it would be useful.
Oh, to be able to like click on something in the UI, like just modify the click in some way, but be able to click on something and say, this is the thing I want to do right now. Like if I click on my upgrade button and I hold like shift or whatever, I don't even know at this point, and then click on it, and then it just puts a little login chat. Your ally wants to, or just Zoltar wants to upgrade, or Zoltar is going to wants to put down a farm, that kind of thing, just to kind of indicate what direction you want to go.
Yeah, I think that would be fantastic. Like they do, there's a lot of stuff that's being done on that with like the latest, the Blizzard game. That's amazing. Where it's like the group play where you're always playing like the 5-player teams. Like they have so many functions like that where you can like ping an area or ping what you want to do or like, you know, get the attention of your teammates. And in the chat, when you click on the area in the chat, it focuses the screen to that area that you're interested in.
Yeah. So, one thing I did in the team game is sometimes I've used, you know, the sharing. I mean, the default, I guess, is just to share everything, right? But like in a way, since there's not really good communication, I kind of use sharing before to kind of indicate, you know, this is the thing I'm going to overproduce, right? You know, but on the other hand, you know, we could have other ways of doing that, right? Some other buttons that kind of like just, you know, make it flash or, you know, give the resources a certain tint to, you know, give your intention with that item.
Yeah.
So yeah, we've got a ways to go with that.
I still love the idea of teams in this game, and I think that could be so interesting. Like 2v2 in particular is something I'm really interested in, but there are definitely some improvements to be made in that area.
Yeah. Well, you know, once we get the new UI and team chat, it'll be, you know,
exactly
high up there.
Which is just,
you know, I don't actually. I mean, I think the real solution needs to be almost something else. I mean, I think like until there's team chat, you just can't really do anything. But I think it's not actually the chat that's going to solve the problem. I think we need to give a number of other tools to allow people to communicate about what they want to do.
I agree.
Because you can't really do that much typing during the game.
Exactly. No, but I like the idea of being able to like even just maybe ping a tile and be like, maybe even just have 2 different pings of I want this tile or I want you to take this tile, that kind of thing.
Right.
And then I want this resource. Or I'm going to make this resource. I want you to make this resource.
Yeah.
That kind of thing. You know.
Right. Yeah, I mean, right now it probably wouldn't be too hard for us to have like essentially automated messages that come up in chat. You know, it's not actually team chat, but like there's a little, you know, button you click on a resource and then it tells your teammate, you know, please make this, or
exactly,
don't sell this, or whatever, you know.
Well, and you can do the same thing with all the buildings too, like please build this, or I'm going to build this, or please upgrade, or I'm going to upgrade, which seems like the most important one because that was, I think, the biggest feat of coordination we pulled off
Right.
that game.
Figuring out
was
who should
all
do
right.
the upgrade.
I'm going to upgrade, and I'm going to put all my buildings down. And then you upgrade, and then you put all your buildings down, and just make sure it goes like that. Because it would be so easy for both people to upgrade really quickly, and then nobody has any benefit out of the upgrade yet.
Yeah. I'm trying to decide whether in a team game it's better. Is it better for? Would it be better to basically have one player do all the upgrades, or to go back and forth?
That's a good question. We were going back and forth. I imagine you
I
can
mean-
just math that out, honestly, but
Yeah, I mean, I think the truth. I think that technically speaking, it's better for one player to do all the upgrades, but I think there is in terms of just pure math, because you get more claims the higher your.
but it is more expensive.
HQ goes up. Yeah, that's true. You're right. It is more. So actually, the math might not work out, which is good because I mean, I think it would be better for the game if both players were up.
Well, if you needed to, honestly, you could put in a restriction that said you can't upgrade
one
to HQ
player
level
can't.
3 until
Yeah,
both
well,
are level 2, that kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen that being a problem, but
I haven't
beyond
either.
that, I think like the amount of attention a player can give to the game, to their stuff, it's just hard to measure. But like if you basically have one player just stuck on level 1, it's like they're just not doing anything, right? You're wasting your teammate essentially.
It's really funny. I think it's because it's a curve of you need more to upgrade higher. So you're better off getting, if you're working together, you get more claims for less if you leapfrog.
Yeah.
And I think that's the problem, is that you could have someone that's at level 5,
Right.
but the number of functional claims that you'll be using will be less.
Sure.
So
Yeah. Well, we could try a 2v2v2 if there's enough people.
Yeah, that could be fun. Something to experiment with it.
I think I have a good enough connection. I should be able to play.
All right, sounds good.
Sure.
you know, to be honest, it would probably be fair if each of us were on
On
someone
a
else,
different team.
so we actually
Sure, yeah,
experience the problems of working together.
That's a fair point. Hey, I just wanted to beat PB Head today. We're all good now. I'm set. It's been a good day. Oh man.
PB Head is able to respond to this sort of trash talk.
He's in chat. Hey, it's not trash talk when I say all I want to do is beat him. It's because he's so good. It's fine. It's respect. That's what it is. All right.
I want you to host a new one then.
Yeah, I'll get a new one hosted here. I did kind of like the reveal map for teams still, which is it was nice. I think we might be trying that out again. Terry is in here this time, and Game Slayer, so we're going to have different people. So I'll leave spots open for you guys. All right, one spot left, Soren. Oh, I'm sorry, Omar.
Oh shoot!
Oh man, people are ready. All right, I'm waiting. Sorry, I was. Oh, there we go.
People want in. It's understandable. People just want to play the game.
So, how should we split this up?
No, but they only use this.
How about
What's that?
yeah, we could put Dorian with PB Head maybe.
That'd be fine.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think that's great. I love that combination.
What do you think, Zolt?
I think
Or who should-
whatever
who
is
should we
fine,
pitch up?
honestly. If you want to take Game Slayer and I can take Terry, that's fine.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, we are going to have to communicate
We had, yeah.
using resource sharing. All right, looks fine.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Unless we can get all 6 people in on some crazy call. Let's hope it's not just pure silence.
No, it's fine. I'll talk. I don't mind letting people know what's up. You're gonna try to target me, Sarn. I mean, basically, Sarn created a dream team for him to target.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, the real issue here is we have essentially three players, which is kind of always an odd mix. I'm not sure. I guess whatever. I guess we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, that's why I was wondering about 2v2v2. I don't know exactly how that'll go. I could see 3v3, 4v4, like having two sets of teams working really well. Maybe even 2v2v2v2. But 2v2v2 is going to be a little weird, like a three-man game.
How do you chat with just your partner?
No.
You can't yet?
Correct.
Scientific colony found.
As I understand it.
Yes, that's okay.
I feel like people have been founding too late in the reveal map mode.
It's probably true, just because people have been so scared of debt. Does debt fall off faster after somebody founds, by the way?
It becomes a new algorithm, a different algorithm, which depends on how many people have founded.
Gotcha.
And I forget how it works. Eventually, it's going to just stay the same.
Dang it. Understood. I'm actually the worst.
No arguments here.
Oh my gosh. What an idiot.
Scientific colony expanded.
Yeah, they made this too.
Oh, I didn't check.
Sets in a very way. Then fire. Story of channel find posts and the magical world of Moya. And the first objective is to return home to her father. During the journey, how we need other people.
Yeah, agreed. Game Slayer. Am I sharing everything? Oh yeah, I'm yellow. Okay.
Is yellow sharing?
I should have checked earlier. This is actually a pretty crappy scientific map.
Sharing is just your color being over on that side. Oh, PB wasn't ready for that.
Dang it. Zoltar and I are doing too much stuff together. That is the exact same.
But you're on a team with PB head, so it's fine.
Oh, dang it. Okay. Hey, then we're working just fine. I meant to.
Oh, that was a moment.
I literally am the worst teammate.
Revolting colony expanded.
Oh man.
Scientific colony expanded.
Oh, wow. That works out nice. Okay. Gosh darn.
Ah, I got the frozen boost. That's always fun.
It's the best kind of boost. Come on.
Yeah, there's a bunch of like.
Scavenger colony expanded.
It's kind of robotic where I am actually. Yeah, I guess I see why I didn't.
No, Terry. Terry, no. Oh well. It's fine.
Land is available for auction. Bidding will begin at
It's gonna go for more than that.
Is it? Claims are so awkward, or sorry, just auctions are so awkward in team games.
Team games,
Can
yeah.
create really weird situations.
I think you can't bid up your teammate, I believe.
I don't know, actually. I haven't experimented with that because most of the time it wouldn't be useful.
Come on, let us have it.
Yeah, no problem.
Oh, man. Guys! That's a lot of money for a geotherm right now. Soren, you and I share this weakness. I don't know if you've noticed that.
Who are all these new people? I
The
don't know
black
everybody's
market
name
is
yet.
online.
Robotic colony expanded.
Oh shoot.
Oh, come on. I just had that put down. Oh, man. I hate it when that happens. Ah, good, Terry. You changed it up. You switched it around. It's better now.
There's a water shortage.
Yes, there is.
My gosh.
The black
I
market
think I just
is
spent some water.
online.
Wow, there's a serious train of silicon heading towards PB Head's base. Yeah, it's worth a decent amount too.
Yeah, $48. It's not bad, I guess. You know, if you're into that.
Oh man, I clicked on the 6,000 Goon Squad.
No!
Right. But it-
Oh my god. It happened.
Mars Quake. Oh jeez. I can't even process all the stuff that's going on. Yeah. Okay.
I hope that was my partner. You know what my partner doesn't do? Encourage me to upgrade.
I don't know how to fix that.
We might have a broken team. You know, he sells all the goods under me. I was like, hey, I have totally. Oh shoot.
Well, you are with PB
That'll-
Head, so he's very
That,
he's very
He's gonna play his
aggressive in
that
how he
aluminum would
handles
have been
things.
nice. That I don't have anymore. I'm the person in the team that claimed the aluminum. And he's selling it. PB Head, dude. Oh.
Oh, you're fine. I don't know if that's true, actually, but we'll pretend.
Does PB Head really favor scientific robotic now?
I think he might have been in just experimenting with it here.
Yeah, I think I just sold some stuff out from under him, so I feel a little bit better about my life. Is that sad? That's pretty sad.
No, it's fine.
It's pretty darn sad.
It's fine. It's the best way to be a teammate. Just fight all the time.
Okay. Thank you for that encouragement. I feel like we are such a good team, I'll listen to anything you say right now. That's a lie.
Especially.
Scientific colony expanded.
PB Head has way too much cash over there. What is even happening?
Yeah, for sure.
He's gonna shift click somebody. Every time I'm about to sell something, it disappears. This
Dust
is
storm.
Black market is online.
Why Dust Storm? Why? This is me helping. Gotcha.
One share, you mean?
Yeah, gotcha. Take that.
So close. Okay. I cannot upgrade with Zoltar as my teammate. He sold
I'm not
everything.
your teammate!
No, not you, Zoltar. Sorry, with PB Head. You're a perfect
It's fine.
teammate.
It's fine. I just hate you. It's all good.
This is repression. This is all repression. I think you should disable sell all in teams.
Might not be the worst idea, actually. I am selling nothing, is what he says.
He's selling them. What? Oh, he's just building. Okay, he's just
Yeah, he's probably just building.
He's already got 2 Offworld markets up. Jeez.
Shh, he doesn't. Sorry. I didn't mean that. I'm not trying to be. I'm a terrible teammate. What am I saying?
So you can't fly. It's like a double jump.
Maybe I'm selling too much stuff.
The black market is online.
Come on, Terry. Help me out here. Oh, that's one way to help out, I guess.
Oh yeah.
Please be a lesson to all. Screw with us, and we screw with you.
Yeah. That's
Your stock is being bought.
like an error.
Is being bought.
The black market is online.
Your stock is being bought. Offworld shipment launched. Look at all the money. Your stock is being bought.
Yeah. Stock's good.
Your stock is being bought.
The black market is online.
Yeah, sure.
A new claim is available for auction. Bidding will begin at
6,000. 7,000.
Man, this is the quietest stream we've ever had. This is embarrassing.
Well, that's a fair point. Maybe we should be trying to talk more. On the other hand, this is intense. It's competition, and you guys are rude.
Someone is trying to win
Yeah.
badly.
And that's what happens when people are trying to win.
PB Head's in his D rating, huh?
He's up to
So it
C
seems
now.
like-
No,
he's-
PB
he
Head
switches- He got a little
does
solar
that.
power. We gotta knock out those solar power. Wait, who's with? Oh yeah, Dorian is.
It's fine. Everything's good here.
We gotta knock off his solar power. That would a power surge or a.
My stuff's getting frozen. That's rude. Man, my debt is just too high. I think I relied on my teammate too much right now.
Look at all the money.
I spoiled you, right? You're like, that was so good.
Well, he said he was getting power, and we can see where power's price is right now.
Yeah, this is where it really is hard just to rely on solar. Like, like when it's that high, it's just kind of wow.
Offworld shipment launched. Look at all the money.
I can't. Someone search
Oh.
PB. I can't do it. Oh, great. Thanks.
We're not surprised, just disappointed in you.
Someone needs to power surge PBs. I'm in a D rating, so I can't do it.
You are in a D rating.
Yeah.
Isn't that terrible, Sarin? I almost feel like you should encourage people to buy black market goods when they're at a D rating.
I like the idea. Let's do it. That's the only thing you can buy now, black market stuff. You're out of the game.
Oh,
Just
that-
accept it.
That was the worst. Nice.
I like that power surge. That was a good power surge. I know that was you.
Offworld shipment launched.
You know that.
I know it was you. It's fine though. I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
Take that, nerd.
That stock price really dragged me down. That debt really dragged me down. Yeah, he bought me out.
Oh my goodness.
Debt hurts. I fixed my debt
Yeah.
situation. Finally, thanks to the
Wait, why did-
ridiculously expensive power.
Because it's out of the game, power is now terrible.
Who's out of the game?
Oh, I killed.
wow.
I killed power completely though.
That
We're making
That is-
15 power a second over on this team right now.
there goes PB Head's power. Didn't you tell you what?
Shipment launched. Look
Can I
at
still,
all the
can I still
money.
chat?
Yeah, you. Oh.
All right, I have you, and you have steel, and steel is good.
We didn't play a game there, Game Slayer.
Oh, okay. What I'm gonna do is.
Oh.
So I think that PB Head, you need to just.
I think I should.
I'm funneling my money to you through a certain resource.
A certain
I think I should have
resource.
gone robotic. It would have been interesting if both Game Slayer and I had been robotic, because I had a really good robotic location.
Would have been interesting. Interesting.
I almost feel like the field of water is more important for scientific than even the iron triangle.
Yeah, usually. I'll agree with that.
That's the big mistake I made. Is I saw a high aluminum and a big cluster of low iron, and I was like, oh, awesome, scientific. But there was like literally, there's not even a single water triangle on this whole map. Oh man, and that was a good buy for you, wasn't it? You were connected to my reactors.
Yeah. You got in my way. I wanted that water, and you were like, no. So I was like, no. Now the question is, I think I go ahead and do it.
Who did you buy?
Game Slayer.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. It was important. I needed it.
Market is online.
Okay. His territory is actually set up pretty well, which is a nice thing about being in a game with a bunch of strong players is if you can buy one of them, you don't have to fix it. You know? 'Cause that's always the downside when you're in like an 8-man game, and there are a few strong players, but there are a few players who just aren't as strong. I don't even want to say weak players, but just like average players. But they're still making mistakes, and so you gotta like find their territory and be like, alright, what's going on here? How do I make it better? It's complicated. It's difficult. I do have 3 claims from one of you, and I don't think that's good, but whatever. Let's some of that down there.
I know I used all my claims, but yeah, that's weird. I don't know. I would assume GameSlayer used his.
Offworld shipment launched.
Game Slayer, what you doing? Just causing problems.
Yeah, you can't do that to your teammate. Yeah, I think GameSlayer thought that you can actually buy out your teammate. When you, all buyout means is you basically can buy up the shares other people own of your teammate.
Gotcha.
Zolter, you're close to buying me, sir.
Oh, good.
Diddly doo doo.
PB Head is sitting on a mountain of cash.
Yeah, he needs it too.
Plugging away the whole game, but I don't know how it's not going to be enough.
Oh yeah.
I mean, he just doesn't have any share. Or,
He's gonna buy. Someone's gonna buy.
I mean, he might buy Terry. I can see that, but
he's working on it.
It's not going to make any difference because Zoltar is going to buy Freak.
Yeah, great. Actually, I have it. If you want to borrow it.
It's in.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry, that's legend. Yeah.
It's impressive to see the difference in stock price between PB Head and Freak just based off of.
Oh.
That actually gave him a huge amount of me. I needed to buy PB Head earlier, and I shouldn't have bought Game Slayer.
Wow, that happened almost the exact same time.
Well, I only bought him because PB Head got to the buy. I decided to raise my stock price. I don't know if I have enough to do this at this point, especially because PB Head has actually all the Offworlds and I don't. But we'll see. I might be able to do it anyways. 872 is my current goal.
Oh my gosh. You have cat. Oh, someone dropped all. See, in that game, I was funneling all of my goods to PB Head, or just to PB Head, and I don't know if that was good.
It can be. It
he's
depends.
a strong player. I mean, you know, it's funny because right now it's engineering labs versus off-world markets, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
It's 0 engineering labs, which is kind of remarkable.
Well, I was doing all the I was doing the research,
right?
And now the person that bought me doesn't get any of that research.
Yeah, that's just for you. The other odd thing is that so the prices on World are terrible. So, you know, Zoltar's presumably got
finished.
That was it.
It didn't matter anyway, I guess.
Prices were just good enough.
Just enough.
Well, I had, when I bought Freak, Dorian, whatever, I had about half of what I needed to buy PB left over.
Yeah.
I was really close to buying PB. The fact that PB got to the buy was terrifying.
How close was he? Over 50% for you?
Oh yeah, he was over 50%. Not much over 50%, but the number was flashing.
Yeah. It's funny. You can really sort of like come up short and really just die if the prices get totally killed in a game like this.
It's very dangerous, this idea of buying each other's stock, because if neither of you gets bought, it works great.
Sure.
If one of you gets bought, the other one's almost completely controlled at that point, which is why I almost want team stock to still just be one entity, you know? Because Terry had half my stock. PB got to the buy on Terry. PB had half my stock. It was not good, but we got it done anyways. Good job, Terry. We did
it. If you buy your teammate's stock, it should like almost just be their stock.
Well, maybe. I don't know. I mean I almost want teams to just have one stock, you know?
Yeah.
It would make more sense to me, but like teams to just do all of their purchasing in the stock market as a single unit.
Sure. I mean, it would simplify some stuff. It's weird. I mean, it is kind of neat that you get these kind of odd situations sometimes in 2v2 where, you know, the strong players on the other two teams by the weak players on the other on the opposite teams, as opposed to just being one giant thing at the end. So
yeah, and I don't know, but I feel like it's really like teams can be interesting alone just by trying to make decisions along with another person. You know what I mean? Sure. I don't know if it needs that added element or not. Maybe it does. I'm just not sure.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought it might be cool to have a mode where you're actually just literally playing the same player, the same team, or you know, same. In code-wise, it's called a player, but you're playing the same HQ.
Right.
But it's essentially like you have two different pointers.
Well, that kind of thing can be nice. I mean, we've seen. Obviously, StarCraft is a far more complicated game, but that kind of thing can be nice for teaching people the game, if nothing else, if somebody was interested in doing that. But
yep.
Because that's like the primary thing that might actually pull me back into StarCraft when Legacy of the Void hits is Archon mode, which is basically what you're talking about.
Oh, you both play the same.
You both play the same.
time?
Yeah, the same guys.
Okay. Well, that's interesting. I wouldn't mind playing again. You don't play a lot of team games, so.
Yeah, we don't do a lot of team games. I was glad we did it, Terry. Go us. We're awesome. They're not. Yeah, we can do some more team.
Yeah, I think you really have to think about what your partner is going to be. I wish I had been robotic because then I wouldn't have those depth problems. All right, let's try it again.
And one thing we could do is try to talk to the guys in chat a little bit about what kind of comms they would want to see for their team game.
Oh, wow.
What do they want to be able to do? Well, I figured we've got some people hanging out. We might have enough for a 4v4, or sorry, a 2v2v 2v2, or a 4v4.
Oh my gosh.
Depends on if PB Head is still around, and we get one more though. So yes, this is on beta 5.
Yes, here I'll add a link to the how to get to that beta.
All right.
Where is it?
Actually, I will be right back while we wait for this to fill up, and you guys can do things.
Instructions for beta 5. Just need one more. Well, if we don't get one soon, we can always conscript someone at Mohawk, I suppose.
Oh yeah. Hey Josh. Willing to jump in a game if we need a spot open? Sure. Okay. So the window is open, but in a minute we'll have someone from here jump in. Yeah, it's way easier when you can talk to someone to play a team game.
Oh, were you not GameSlayer? You weren't. Oh, that's what happened. I thought GameSlayer was sharing power with me.
No, he was trying to tank you and then buy you.
Oh, so he was actually killed me?
Yeah. I respect.
All right. Well, now
that
he knows. He
GameSlayer.
knows how teams games work. You can't buy up your teammate.
Yeah.
That's pretty interesting.
I'm betting that that's an American business model. Josh, do you think you mind jumping in?
Oh yeah.
Or do you know how to get the not the internal but the latest, like the preview version?
Preview version?
Yeah.
Yes. You want me to get the prep version?
It's the the password.
It's saving, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's the
Teams.
Sorry.
If we are struggling getting one more person, I can always just watch.
It's the next version.
And we can do.
No, we're Josh will
next
come in
version.
if we don't get anyone else.
Yep.
Okay.
I'll show you. Sorry. I sent it to you in the Slack stuff.
All right. Well, at least now I understand why I died. GameSlayer was trying to kill me. I mean, it's a reasonable move if you with a incorrect assumptions part. So.
Yep. Did you get it? And then it adds the next version to your list.
No. I've never used that.
Neither have I.
PB Head was talking about doing a 4v4 with us versus them.
I just, 4 just seems like way too many players to me. I mean, I think the advantage of 8-player 2v2 is that at least it's symmetrical. So
yeah,
I think it would work fine.
Ooh. Sorry, Josh. Someone jumped in.
Suchworth is here.
Okay. All right. So how should we split up these teams here?
I don't know.
I would put PB Head with Suchworth. Um, and then beyond that, we should just probably try to mix up.
I
the
think
teams.
you and Game Slayer should have a reunion again. I feel like there's a lot of healing in that relationship that needs to occur.
I was thinking of putting Game Slayer with you, Dorian.
Like it's a punishment. Wow. Oh man.
Well, it was just a funny game. Obviously, Game Slayer's a good player, but and
I'm down for that. I like the wild card.
I would do Zoltar plus Omar.
Just because they rhyme.
Yeah, sure.
Obviously.
And, yeah, okay. I'll be with Game Slayer. Ian, Game Slayer, and then Dorian, Freak, and Terry.
Sorry, Terry.
All right.
No, Terry's got your back. It's all good. He makes reactors instead of farms when he realizes you already made farms. So he's all set. He's good to go.
Okay.
Let's see. We got reveal map.
Wait,
we don't
wait.
need Masquerade. Get rid of that.
The people haven't put their teams down yet. Oh, or it's just updating slightly slower.
I think we're all in teams. You
we're good.
are.
Okay, we're good.
Yeah, you're 2 with Terry.
Oh gosh.
All right. Let's get started.
I feel like it's funny in the team game. I feel like the timer goes down a little bit too quick. But, like by the time there's no penalty.
Oh wow, that
I
was
just can't resist.
so
Look at
fast.
that spot.
Freak, you took the spot that I wanted, and that's totally understandable.
Oh geez, that's an amazing spot. It's even more
That's-
amazing than my spot.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, that looks really good, and then I just never took it.
Yeah, you see a spot like that, you gotta grab it. All right, what a game
Yeah, it's worth the debt.
Just gonna do
It's
some
not
of
even
this.
that much debt. Well, actually, I got a bunch of debt. Alright, we'll just see what we got. Game Slayer goes for,
The black market is online.
Robotic colony expanded.
Who are all these new people? I don't know everybody's name yet.
So hopefully my teammate is going to get a lot of water. Doesn't need aluminum, my teammate. Oh my gosh. Communication.
Expansive colony expanded. You should try this and use it on an enemy. That would be mean.
oh boy, power switch. I haven't even looked at the. Yeah, it should go more than 4,000, that's for sure.
Whatever, it's just a power surge. I don't need those. Those don't even do anything
Oh, man,
for
this,
you.
This chat is just going to be a disaster.
They just attack other people. I mean, come on.
Yeah,
Why would you want those?
Yeah, it's not a. Well, yeah, especially in this game. It may have been a stretch, but.
Oh man. I was a little bit kidding, but then it actually had a valid point.
Ooh, did that iron and aluminum crash?
Well,
I guess I don't need it so much anymore.
yeah. That'll happen.
My goodness.
The black market is
Okay,
online.
okay. We're good. We're all set.
Oh!
Robotic colony
Oh!
Take that, jerk.
Dang.
I don't even know what just happened to you. I'll be honest.
I'm just
but
a moron. There's a high water. I mean, I'm robotic, so I wasn't thinking about it. There's a high water next to my base. There's another reason the spot I found on was awesome, and I could have claimed it, and I picked the spot that was like ideal for
Robotic colony expanded.
my electronics factory, but I should have just grabbed the water just to make sure no one else grabbed it.
obviously. Sheesh. How could you be such a scrub?
Expansive colony expanded.
Scavenger colony expanded.
No, Lord in heaven.
Wow, did that new claim jump up pretty quick?
Yeah, that'll happen. You know, claims are important.
Let this be a lesson to you all. Screw with us, and we screw with you.
So, how's everybody doing?
A new claim is available for auction.
I know somebody still has a teammate at level 2. I don't know what's going on there. Maybe they should get on it and actually help out.
1,000, 6,000,
I'm just saying, you know.
1,000, 9,000.
I also see somebody has a below $7 stock price and somebody's teammate has a below $6 stock price.
14,000,
Oh gosh.
15,000,
Hey, our team has more of a stock price than the other teams combined,
20,
or whatever.
Okay. If you say
Whatever
so.
makes me,
If you say so.
it makes me sleep better at night.
Oh, all right. Well, that's fine then, I guess.
Robotic colony expanded.
For all these new people, I don't know everybody's name yet.
The black market is online.
Someone ganked your payload.
No! People are awful. Someone ganked my claim, oh no.
What were you trying to claim?
Water. Water's important right now.
Someone ganked your
Yeah.
No!
Sorry, dude.
Another one!
Sorry.
That was 2 in a row! Man, I know.
The
Your
water
stock
tower
price is
turning
kind of low for
disappear
this.
quickly. It's interesting. There's not a lot of water on the map. There's plenty of ice, but most of us are not near the ice. It's going to be interesting to see what happens with water. I'm robotic, so I don't care too much, but it's interesting to see.
Scavenger colony expanded.
Yeah, you only got 2 of them, jerk.
Scavenger
I don't even know who that was, but it's
It's
fine.
me. I'm sorry.
You're
I'm
not
that jerk.
sorry. Don't be that way.
Robotic
I know you're not
colony
sorry.
expanded.
I'm not sorry.
There you go.
I'm not sorry at all. I'll do it again.
I'll do it
That's what I thought.
Online.
Scavenger colony expanded.
See, I'm on to your ways. Just being all apologetic and... Oh no, I didn't mean to get in your way there. And really, you're just out for the win.
Yeah. Okay, hopefully Terry's gonna build some, I got Terry built some, yeah, lovely.
The black market is online.
Expansive colony expanded.
New land is available for auction.
No, but true people
All
came here
right,
to
another
watch, not to
geotherm.
listen.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. When we're on different teams, that's the advantage to us all being on the same team, is we can far more
Maybe
freely...
if we play this again, we'll have to do that. And
All I can sit here and do is taunt you guys and be like, man, somebody, their
He hit
stock
one over
price is
7,000?
awful.
Ah, What's wrong? Well, I guess power.
Energy is dumb.
Yeah,
Generally,
energy
such a
is
funny
bad. That's what's wrong.
because obviously you can't use it for anything
You
else.
should be proud of our guys.
What to do. I guess I could do that. That's kind of awkward long term though, but whatever. Doing it anyway.
Robotic colony expanded.
Down to the point, I just don't need any more aluminum.
Expansive colony
I am done with aluminum.
It's understandable.
Robotic colony expanded.
Alright.
Oh, I wonder if someone claimed that plot and auctioned it.
Oh, there is an auction available. No one's used it.
No one's used it yet though. Yeah.
No, power's back. Looks like my PB had paid off his 7,000 auction. Oh, and a dust storm. Oh, no.
Yeah, dust storms are awful. I hate dust storms. Dust storms can go die in a fire. I think I've made my point by now.
The black market is
Forget dust storms.
They're lovely.
Man, these slowdown strikes are awful. Don't need none of this right now.
Oh, ooh, I can't do that. What am I thinking?
Offworld shipment launched. Look at all the money.
Oh. I didn't even notice that was happening. Shoot.
Trying to break our stuff.
Ooh, my teammate rocks.
Scavenger colony expanded.
Zoltar, you have an unclaimed, or you have an
Unused water? Is that what it is?
or something.
Oh, do I have that? Why would I have that? Where?
If only energy were
Are we sure?
expensive. It's
I don't even know where it
somebody's.
is.
Yeah.
Maybe
I'd
it's
help,
PB. Oh,
but-
it's PBs. That's what it is.
Is it? It's the white. Oh, this is another white team color problem.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Look at all the money.
Yeah.
Offworld shipment launched. Look at all the money.
Leave me alone.
No, never. It's never gonna happen.
Alright, well.
All right, that's how we gotta play it. That's how we gotta play it. It's fine.
What else am I supposed to do?
I see how it is. Die, just roll over. It's much better that way, trust me.
Your stock is being bought. Offworld shipment launched. Offworld Look at all the money. Launched. Look at all the money.
Expansive colony expanded.
Your stock is being bought. Your stock is being bought.
Oh, that's terrifying.
Your stock is being bought.
How much money are they making? Sheesh. Nuts. Absolutely ridiculous. Enough, apparently.
Yeah.
Well, that's basically the game, probably. I didn't even see that the initial buy on Suchworth was happening, honestly. I might have tried to
They're kind of
playing
they're kind of playing their own game down there.
Yeah.
I haven't even paying attention to them.
Look at all the money.
And my debt's just too high. I'm sorry, this is the way this has to be.
Ah.
I'm still dead completely, but maybe not as dead. How do I still have a D bond rating after buying you? That's insane.
You bought the captain. Just cause. You're like, I'm streaming with the man. This will be fun.
It was important.
How'd
It
you
needed to
get
be
the,
done.
just the offer markets just added up?
Look at all the money.
Apparently Game Slayer's done. He's out. Says, never mind. I gotta turn all these back on. Shoot. That was a huge mistake.
You resigned?
It looks like it. Finally. Now, what to do from here is the question. First, I guess I gotta take a look at all your territory. All this nonsense going on here. Man, you got a really good spot, too. Sheesh. I didn't even see that.
It's gonna be pretty
When I was looking
interesting.
around.
We got two mega teams going at each other now.
Yeah. I think Terry probably still has it. After that really, really early buy, I don't know what to do from there, but we'll try and make it work regardless. Why aren't these all on? These aren't... Oh, because they're overloaded. I see what's going on. I can't switch them on. Why can't I switch things on when they're overloaded? That's just annoying.
Same rule, basically.
I hate that rule. I don't like overloads for that exact reason. They're ridiculously overpowered in the right circumstance.
Yeah, well, that's kind of what you want from something like that. It's gonna change, so...
Is it, though? Is it?
Yeah.
To just completely win the game on its own, if you happen to hit it right?
Well, I'm splitting it into two parts. So, like, there'll be one thing that does just the double power, and then there's another thing which just affects one building that does the whole... You can't turn it off, you can't destroy it. That type of thing.
Gotcha.
Dang it.
Alright,
Get out of here.
Good matchup here. Well, you got all the special buildings, and you got a gift
All
of
the
my
special
Pleasure Dome.
buildings.
I can tell you that.
Yeah, the Pleasure Dome is probably pretty good. I haven't really been paying attention to it, but that's fine.
I was making 700 a second for me, but that was my average reality. You don't have that. You might want to research that.
Yeah, I might want to research that. I do have a patent lab down already, which would be a good reason to go ahead and do that, honestly.
Go for it, Terry.
Yeah, lab.
I don't know if I'm making enough money here. I probably not. I still have all kinds of debt, but at least I'm not in a D bond rating anymore. I have 2 labs. Okay, that's fine. I don't even know how to appropriately use the black market at this point.
Is it not? It's not showing me how much money you guys have. I'm not sure why that is.
Couldn't tell you. Oh, I'm doing it! I'm doing it! All these farms, they're going to do it for me. Maybe. I don't actually know if that's true. I don't even know if I have enough farms down, honestly. What are all these? These don't need to be these. These can be these instead. Not those, these. There you go. Alright, here we go, here we go. This is probably bad. Well, it's kind of okay, actually. Oh, it's just so expensive. Okay, what are we doing in the patent lab? We got virtual reality on the way. We don't need superconductor because, man, that's just ridiculous. What else do we got to do? We don't need carbon scrubbing. We don't need teleportation. All this stuff is basically useless. We could probably honestly just scrap the patent lab and put down something else and maybe it'd be a bit better. Let's see. Engineering lab is still running full steam. That's fine. It's doing great work for us. The off-worlds are all launching constantly at solid profit. I think we're good to go. Terry is catching up in cash, but he's not quite there yet. And we just need about 150,000 more, which is these few off-world launches will help out. The rest of it should come and trickle in from our 14 food production. He's got to pay down debt right now.
He's at 67,
and he's dead.
Yeah, I think when you bought me, he needed to shift into fuel because I was his fuel provider, and that really jacked him.
That probably didn't help. I think he needed to transition into food way earlier because I should have transitioned even harder into food. But you saw my main territory, like my headquarter, entirely based around these off-world markets. It's exclusively water stuff. Is what my headquarters were. And then I also had all this water out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah. You never used the ice?
No, well...
Seems like you were uniquely set up to take advantage of that.
I could have taken advantage of the ice, but I just took all the water pumps instead.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, like, 3 of those are water pumps right there, right? And then I had 3 more water pumps to the left, and the water was so ridiculous that game that it worked out just fine.
Yeah.
I tried to get more water pumps, but somebody got in my way.
Yeah, that was me. Hey, Sarin, I got a complaint. I've been the passive teammate on the past 2 rounds where I've been like funneling my resources to like the stronger teammate, and it just destroys my stock. Like my stock value was like so low. I wasn't sure. Like I don't know if there's a way around that, but like if I'm making the goods and sharing them, and they're selling them and sort of boosting themselves forward, it puts you in a really vulnerable position.
Explain that again.
So like I was the water and fuel guy, and then I was building electronics so that we could get off-world. My teammate builds the off-world market. My teammate's like being able to ship things because of the fuel, but I'm not actually receiving any of the benefit in my stock.
So your stock would go up,
Yeah, and so it's sort of the right thing for the team, but it's like the razor's edge where it's the right thing for the team, but now I'm worth nothing, and so I become a detriment to my teammate.
Yeah, the question I think really got to come down to is whether this stock play between teammates is interesting or whether it's just complicating things.
I think we should have one stock.
Right. Well, that's exactly. So that's the alternative.
Yeah.
Yeah, interesting. I mean, definitely things get totally messed up when your teammate disappears.
Oh yeah.
All of your I mean, there's definitely a strong argument to be made for just having one set of team stock.
Although this was super interesting, I
really enjoyed that game. Sorry that Game Slayer had, felt like I took his got to level 5 too fast. I was trying to advantage of the patent office. The things that no one else was doing was the patent office and the pleasure dome. I mean, I made 150K off the pleasure dome, so that worked out pretty well, but not well enough.
Yeah, you made twice as much as I did.
I think you and Game Slayer are meant to be frenemies. I feel like
Kirby deserves a chance to play with someone else now. You want to host some new games, Zoltar?
Yeah, I can. I was just looking through things. I want to make sure. Oh no, Terry actually built more buildings than I did that game. That's an achievement.
That should be an achievement. Built more buildings than Zoltar.
Actually, PB Head did too, but that'll kind of happen when you just go into water stuff and then just turn it on and off to manage your money all game. All right, I'll host up another one. Do we want to do another 8-man or do we want to do something else this time?
I thought that was fun.
It was interesting, that's for sure.
Yeah, if there's a way to play 8-man, I think this is the way to do it.
Well, yeah, I agree because there's still a whole lot of random nonsense going on, but you have 2 headquarters to respond to it. So
right. I think PB had left, so we may need Josh or of course someone else random might show up.
Gotcha.
Give me 1 minute. I'm gonna be right back.
Okay,
So
sounds good.
I'm not gonna click ready, but I just need to take a breather for a minute.
But Omar and I did it. He was very patient with me. I got down 1 Offworld, and maybe I put down 2 Offworlds before he got to HQ level 5.
Fine. Many of them probably change, but at least we have spots that tip side. Yeah.
And I will also be right back.
It's fancy. New folder. Models. Drop them. Alright, and then you can copy all your robotic stuff over to the robotic section at the same tree, and then you can migrate it all over, and we can blow it up, actually. That's better. Yeah, because the whole naming changed, and we should just try to keep it consistent across the Perfect. Right. Well, you can just combine them all in one. Yeah, that's right now. Yeah. So. Okay. Next one.
Hello.
I'm back. Sorry, I had to step out for a second.
Yeah.
Are we too short now?
We're too short now, so we could just play a 3-person team, or we could grab 2 more folks. Josh, would you like to try team game? We tried to jump in, it was late, but you're busy doing stuff.
Yeah, I can. Who's my teammate?
I don't know. It'll
Your
be.
teammate.
I don't know who my teammate is either.
We should be teammates since we're in the same room.
Yeah, that's a huge advantage.
I know, that'd be great. Everybody likes advantages.
Yeah. Jumps in. All we need is 1 more.
It's like someone says they're coming.
Alright, I'm back. Blaster
Hello.
Thrawn says he'll pop in, so it looks like we will have 8 in a minute here. Hope he knows we're on beta 5, at least, and so...
It's funny that you didn't like those windstorms, but my power was coming from wind, so I was just thrilled. So what do you hate about windstorms for real? Because I know that you may have probably said this to Sarin more than once. I'm just sort of curious.
Well, I think it's mostly, it's this idea, and some of that's apparently going to get improved in the future, like in beta 6 or whatever. But it's just a straight up random event that I feel like it probably happens more often on certain types of maps than others. Is that accurate? Do you know?
No, I think it's just random.
No, it's just completely... Okay, so it's just completely random, right? You don't know if it's going to come or not. You have no way to prepare for it, no way to plan around it. You're just playing around all these other factors because you can't count on a windstorm happening or on a windstorm not happening. It just might. And it's this degree of randomness that you don't have any ability to respond to at all, right?
Is it... Like, if you could, would you rather have a news report like, there's a windstorm coming?
Well, yeah, and... I think that's what Soren was talking to me about earlier.
Yeah, you're going to get a message now that there's a dust storm coming.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I thought, well, that's cool, and maybe you can add in other stuff along with that, this idea of a weather report. Do we expect solar flares? Do we... expect windstorms. Do you add in a couple of other random events, maybe not even weather-based events, but like other nonsense events that could go on? I don't even care if they're realistic or not, really. That could happen as long as you have a warning about it in advance. Or maybe even just set it up so you have to build a building to get the warning. I don't know, but...
Yeah, and there's also, like, there's certain things that, because you're supplying a colony, there's some crises that could happen on the colony that could affect you that aren't just global weather. So, like, if there was a strike in the actual colony, that feels like it would make sense that it would be random. But if there's a windstorm coming, like, you should be able to prep for that. You know, because you're like, that's something that you actually can prepare for.
Yeah.
That makes sense. It's all about expectations, like, especially because it lasts for a bit. And then, okay.
All right, we need to split the teams here. So how about Zoltar and Red Sparrow? Freak can play with... Freak can play with Game Slayer.
Yes, there'll be a unity of purpose.
And I'll play with Omar Little, and Chump will play with Terry.
Sounds good.
Game Slayer's my teammate. I don't know who Soren hates more right now. Oh wait, games. Okay, yeah, that's good. Zoltar, I hope I disappoint you as much as I did with the water, but every plane
I wouldn't expect any less from you.
Excellent.
I'm trying to think what other kinds of weather effects you could put in besides solar flares and dust storms. Because if you have an early warning about it, it feels like you can include more of them.
Right.
Well, to be honest, like solar flares, if we were, you know, we have a science advisor, and he was saying that if we had solar flares, it would actually short out a lot of electronics. And that wasn't what we actually wanted. We wanted something that would boost your energy.
The opposite. I need the solar maximum.
Yeah.
All right. Looks like we're ready.
All right.
Ooh,
we're all set up.
Sorry.
I like talking about the design of the game too much, and it distracts me from actually playing it sometimes.
Just everything you do and nothing you do is correct. Yeah, I feel the same way about
Tell
myself.
Josh already up.
Josh, ready now, Josh.
Hold on.
Terry needs
Okay,
to
we're
switch to... Wait.
We're good, we're good. They're both on Team 7. That's fine.
Red Sparrow needs to...
Nothing. What the fuck? Research it? Hey, now it works. Okay, fine.
Where's Red Sparrow? Okay, he's here. Ready up. Okay, he's ready.
Alright, let's get going.
Be my bee.
Oh, man.
My goodness.
Starting debt does start pretty low in these 8-man team games, and it's ticking down by 5 a second. That is absolutely nuts.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It just seems like not that tragic.
It is intense. Ah, come on.
Oh, right
we all wanted it. We all wanted it. Oh, that's bad.
I was just about to click.
Oh, man.
No backup.
I didn't have a backup plan either. This is not good. Okay.
Let's see what we can use. This colony isn't going to build itself.
Someone ganked your base.
Oh, that's infuriating. All right, fine.
Robotic colony foundation.
Okay, now what to do with all this nonsense? Because that is all this map would appear to be.
Should have clicked earlier.
I know, that's what I'm thinking. I was thinking, all right, other people had to see this spot.
Who got that? It was Game Slayer.
It was Game Slayer.
I think I actually did click. It was just...
I clicked too. I got the noise that said, nope, this is not for you. Sorry.
Good job to Game Slayer. Wow.
Scavenger colony expanded.
Realize the game's over.
New patent.
Expansive
Up for auction.
colony expanded.
Bidding will begin at
3,000. 4,000.
He's only in AA debt right now. It's embarrassing.
I mean, okay, so look at this. Dorian.
I know. I didn't know. If I had known it was going to start ticking down by 2 when it got down to the 10, then I would have just taken it at the 10. And I would have had it too.
There's, look, and there's no resource bombs on the black market, so the game's over.
Oh wow, yeah, weird black market.
That's honestly it.
This is like the anti-science black market, and looks like nobody ever people wised up. No one
And
likes
nobody went
science.
scientific. I totally noticed that, and that was very intentional, obviously.
That you didn't go science?
No, I'm a liar.
There's 4 scavengers, but the black market is kind of a non-factor, I think. Also,
You think so? I kind of like. Well, it's got a hologram and an auction, and the auction feels like it's always a wasted black
well, there's
market
a hologram
spot.
and a spot. I mean, there's really only three angry items. So.
Well, the only reason I went scavenger is because my ally went scavenger.
Yeah.
If I'm being honest, that was it. That was the whole purpose behind that.
Same here.
Scavenger colony expanded. Expansive colony expanded.
We're running slower than I'd like to be right now. Just not quite making enough. That'll help. There we go.
Scavenger colony expanded. Expansive colony expanded. Expansive colony expanded.
It may not be the prettiest looking upgrade. How is it efficient?
I hate
You
those
should be proud
filthy
of our
bandits.
guys.
Scavenger colony expanded.
I'm totally surprised how this is going.
4,000.
Well, this could be interesting. This is going to go for a lot.
9,000. 10,000. 12,000.
I hate those filthy bandits.
14,000. 16.
Chomp, you're not getting this. Come on now.
I called you guys winning literally in like the first 30 seconds. I will be shocked if you don't. You have two high carbons, a medium carbon, a high level, a medium wood. And they're bombs. Like, you can't lose. It's game over.
Wow, everyone's debt is pretty bad right now.
Well, power's up at $300 because nobody's building any. I was kind of hoping that would change at some point, but it has not.
Expansive colony expanded.
Revolted colony. The black market is
Oh,
online.
darn it.
Not a problem. We'll have this done in a jiffy. I just need to locate some spare parts.
How is carbon at $100? Isn't there carbon all over the map, or are there just so many?
It's just bad carbon is part of it, and we have a lot of scavengers, and it's just been a weird game. And I got way too far behind, and I might just die right now. I don't know what was going on, but
oh man, games there.
I was just way too late getting started, and now I'm just getting dead. Is basically what it comes down to. You are pulling in all kinds of money.
I am.
What is it? I guess, is it just food and the fact that I was shutting down GameSlayer and not you, and I had to do both of you?
Yep.
Yeah. I actually can't even scrounge together money to buy up any of my own stock. I'm just dead 100%. There was no way to defend myself against that.
Man, what happened with power? It was up at 300, now it's like...
Everybody built power.
Crash, yeah.
That's what happened. Yeah, GameSlayer went into, like, GameSlayer got to HQ level 3 well before everybody else because he got such a great carbon spot, and then the game was over, honestly. Just immediately, because that spot was just so amazing. And basically whoever clicked it... Yeah. But I am 100% dead.
Yeah, I wish my teammate would just buy some stuff so I could buy...
Well, in Red Sparrow, I think we let carbon get too expensive and he couldn't transition his aluminum around, because I transitioned away from carbon.
Zoltar, you're dead.
Buy it.
Well,
buy stock.
Then maybe you should have defended me.
Oh.
I'm not going to stop trying to increase my stock price. Be realistic here.
I wasn't even noticing.
Oh my God.
I'm actually implementing a mode that's going to theoretically fix this. Oh, this game's over. I'm actually going to just...
Oh, this game's totally over. This game has been over since GameSlayer put that spot down.
Started a new one. That was ridiculous. But I'm interested in Beta 6. It's just too soon. It's just too close to the wire to introduce in Beta 5. In Beta 6, I've introduced a mode where once you own 6 shares of someone else, you take them over.
Really? That would be interesting.
And it's just basically because, like, once you're in that situation, like, it's funny, but he should actually leave you alive. Like, it's a mistake to buy you out at that point when he owns 9 shares of you.
Yeah, arguably.
Like, unless you're gonna start, I mean, really, there's almost nothing you could do. I mean, you could, like, literally delete all your buildings and come up with some horrible hodgepodge. And I guess if he sees you doing that, he can buy you out. But beyond that, like, he wants you to think that you're still alive, even though you're not, right? To, like, expand your colony and make some new buildings and buy some shares of stock, all of which he'll take control of as soon as he buys you out. So
yeah,
that's not really a great thing.
And that'll support my general strategy even more these days. I almost always buy up half my stock these days when I think I can afford it.
Say that. I mean, that's what I try to do as well. I mean, I just think it would obviously push people towards that, and I think that's fine.
Yeah, and if I get a lead, it's just like I want to buy up half my stock, and then I want to kill a guy, because even if he tries to kill me in response, as long as I'm doing better than he is, well, it'll be okay.
Or I see some people lose as they go for an aggressive buyout and they have, like, literally none of their stock, which is just, like, asking to get bought out.
Exactly.
Now it'll be like, you know, you better get that figured out.
And that used to happen all the time.
Who's sticking around? I guess Terry and Chump are just both still in the game, so... but...
Well, GameSlayer, it's so weird the way this game switches between observer modes sometimes. I don't know what's going on there.
How so?
Oh, I can just, like, I'll trigger to... It feels like sometimes I'm going to the old observer mode, and sometimes I actually get it into the observer mode I want it to be in, where I can see all the money numbers and things like that. I don't know what's going on with it.
How do you get it? Well, the mode where you see all the money, that's when you're basically, your player number is you.
Yeah. Okay.
What happens if you click on Zoltar?
I just go to my headquarters.
You somehow got to that mode where...
Yeah, I know, and I don't know how. I don't know how to get back.
I actually thought it was not possible. Like we haven't really solved this problem right now, which is that, like once you leave that mode, there's really no way to go back to it. And
Maybe you'll be able to
sense,
see the VOD and go back and see what I clicked on.
I guess I could.
At some
in
point.
a sense, like I don't necessarily even want people to do that. Like
I
it's
can
fine
understand that because they're out of the game. And
well, I mean, we don't need these kind of like two vaguely similar, vaguely different observer modes, right? Like, probably if you observe, it should just like attach you to the player who just bought you out.
I could see that in some ways, yeah.
And that's just, that's just how it goes from there.
The black market is
Game Slayer still has this completely locked up. Red Sparrow, unfortunately, can't do anything because once I got bought, I was like, our money at that point.
This is the rare case where someone is so far ahead they don't even bother buying up their own stock.
Oh yeah. Well, because if anybody attacked them, it wouldn't matter because they would just kill them before they themselves would die.
Yeah.
Or they could just respawn and buy up all their own stock whenever they wanted to. Yeah, I just died so hard and fast that game.
Yeah. Yeah, if Red Sparrow and Terry are on there, they should just resign.
Just resign because this game's over. Yeah. And this game's been over.
The black market is online.
We made a dream team. The two crazy guys made a dream team.
That scavenger location was so good. I didn't even value it as much as I should have. Mostly because I realized there was a lot of carbon on the map, but I didn't realize it was the only actual good source of carbon on the map. You know what I mean? Like there was a lot of low carbon everywhere, but it was all low carbon.
Yeah, I was just shocked that. Well, I guess the first thing that was shocking is how many people went scavenger.
Yeah.
Like I didn't bother to claim any carbon to make my electronic because I just figured
there'd be some.
Well, no, I just figured that everyone would be driving down the price of carbon.
Oh.
Like all the people founding scavs would probably overdo the carbon and drive the price down to nothing. Right.
Well, that did happen for a while, and then like Red Sparrow turned off his carbon, and then it got pirated away from him, and then I got rid of my carbon and went into reactors just in a desperate attempt to get to HQ level 3.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't quite do it, and so.
Yeah. Well, I was about
just
to
a very awkward game.
Yeah.
Whereas Game Slayer, he hit HQ level 3 almost instantly and got into glass and then just sat on it until he could get to food and then won the game. And I threw a couple EMPs his way, but then Freak is just like, oh no, I'm here too, you gotta shut me down.
Yeah.
Yeah. The energy thing was ridiculous because no one was building energy and I had 2 geotherms.
Oh yeah.
And I just don't think anyone's...
Well, and Red Sparrow built energy, but it got shut down and frozen by something. It may have just been an EMP
that was
dropped.
Me.
Okay, yeah. So we were not having a good time on our team, is basically what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Your stock is being...
All right. That should actually end the game, shouldn't it? Because it's just an AI and 2 players now. That's interesting.
Did Terry get bought out?
Yeah, Terry got bought out, so now it's just AIU
Should end the game. Maybe
with these two. Maybe it's just because it's teams, yeah. Like, it identifies there are still 2 people left and doesn't check and see if they're working together.
I'm trying.
Yeah, the game's almost over, at least.
Sorry for the delay.
That's why I quit, because I thought it would just end.
Yeah. It almost worked.
I thought you quit because your friend me destroyed you.
Well, he's not exactly. This is not making a good case for my abilities as a player that I torpedoed Game Slayer twice, and then
he just goes and crushes everybody. Yeah.
It was his teammate. I like to think it was his teammate.
Oh boy.
You would like to think that, wouldn't you?
There's the 100%. All right.
All right. Well, it is 11. Do you guys want to do another, or do we need to go ahead and wrap things up for today?
No, I'm happy to play again.
Okay. Sounds reasonable.
Yeah, I need to bail, but that was really fun. So I'll probably catch the last bit of this later. Thanks, Oltar.
Thanks for coming on today.
Okay.
We may not be able to get up to 8 if both. I'm not sure if Josh is leaving too.
Yeah, but we can just go with however many we end up with. And I can do, I think, 1 more, and then I'll have to get on out of here.
Sure. Sounds fine. Game Slayer just dropped the mic.
Like Game Slayer in chat over here. That was a good teammate. Oh man. Game Slayer says that was it for him as well. So it looks like we may just have 5 people here. Which I could back off and you guys can do a 2v2 type of thing. Okay, Suchworth is here, so we can at least do a 2v2v2 and see how that goes. I think 2v2v2 may actually work out better than 1v1v1 though. Because there's this idea, if there's a losing team, then definitely one thing that can happen is it can just get split in half. And one of the other teams.
Sure, I mean, theoretically 2 of the teams could buy up. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
All right. Well, probably not me and you. So how about
I mean, I could. Well, I don't know actually.
How about you and Red Sparrow?
Okay.
I'll be with Suchworth and Omar.
I can go with Red Sparrow again.
Yeah, my spot was literally terrible. I found it just next to a medium iron, and that was it.
Mine was awful as well. I mean, I had 3 low carbon.
There was just nothing
but
there.
It's just, that wasn't anywhere near enough. All right. Here we go. Last game of the day. All right. Interesting little map.
Plenty of resources.
Yeah. Not entirely sure what to do with it. Which I should figure out quickly, because even though it is a 6-man and debt doesn't drop as fast, it still goes pretty darn fast. Okay.
Robotic colony found
I'm going for it.
Going for robotic. Want to prove that it's not garbage anymore. Actually, with the aluminum price being halved, that can make a huge difference.
I don't think it's garbage at all anymore. And I especially think in a team game, I'm just like, I think if only one player has to worry about debt, I think that's nice. But
yeah.
So far, I've lost 3 games, so it's not like...
so it's not like you can talk. Exactly. Yeah. Oh, wow. That's interesting. All right.
Scientific colony founded.
No, don't claim those. I don't need aluminum.
Your new design for the colony layout.
No! I wanted those.
The other scientists
oh, you wanted his aluminum? Well, alright, I guess we got the monopoly on aluminum. I guess that's fine.
Fine, sure. Yeah, that's a word for it.
Expansive colony expanded. Expansive colony expanded.
Robotic colony expanded.
Scientific colony expanded.
Oh. Weird, I was just looking for a geotherm.
Yeah, geotherm would be kind of nice in a lot of ways.
1,000, 6,000, 7,000, 8,000, 12,000, 14,000, 16,000, 18,000.
So.
Okay.
The black market is online.
Iron price is really holding up.
Yeah, well, nobody's making iron, and everybody's making steel.
We have a bunch of scientifics? A couple scientifics, yeah.
No, we only have a couple. So it really shouldn't be doing exactly what it's doing right now, but I guess it kind of... It's just how it worked out. Because all the expansives are also making steel, except for Suchworth, who is actually in a much better position than a lot of people. Because he didn't.
Our growth is surpassing my most optimistic projections.
Oh, come on. This is getting ridiculous. There we go.
Man, that iron price. Alright, that's fine. Starting to
settle out a little bit.
Steel.
Yeah. There we go. Okay. I'm feeling a little better now. Still not in a good spot, but there's nothing I can do about it at this point.
Yeah.
Daddy.
Bye, Soren.
Robotic colony expanded.
Now I'm all alone, and I don't know what to do about this.
Oh, I'm here.
Okay, you're back. You disappeared for a moment, I assume, when you're...
What are you doing?
Yeah. Exactly.
My son's asking me how much. What are you doing here?
Well, I mean, it can be a bit
He
weird.
likes to
You're just
watch-
sitting here staring at your computer all day.
He likes to watch the rocket. The Offworld rocket.
No, I understand that. My dad used to play Age of Empires 2 games with his office at lunchtime. And I wasn't allowed in the office when I was young. Because we're talking, or I guess it was even Age of Empires 1 back then, because I was like 6 or something.
Right.
And I would just sit there and I would just watch the whole time, being absolutely fascinated. Alright. What to do.
I really want that claim of free. I really need a claim on the market.
Yeah, well.
Our growth is surpassing my most optimistic projections.
I think I can actually use this a little bit. Although I do need to worry about debt and power and all that nonsense soon. Exactly. Obviously. Why didn't I think of that?
I was really planning ahead of this game, crazily.
No, not really. Well, prices have been kind of awkward. Although I am falling behind, if that's possible right now. Which I think it is. Definitely think it is possible to be falling behind right now. I'm not really sure what to do about it. Okay, good. My ally is doing things that I am not, and it is being helpful.
Expansive colony expanded.
Well, at least I'm making money. That's the only really positive thing I can say right now. But I guess that's the goal, so it's fine. It's all good. Okay. That's pulling in good money at least. Man, power is just so expensive right now. It's absolutely insane, and it's killing me really hard. I was hoping I'd be able to survive long enough without it for a while, but that did not work out for me, as I was hoping it would.
Well, here we go. This will be an interesting auction.
Oh yeah, this will be an interesting auction. Shoot. I should have just taken some geotherms at some point. Why would you do that?
You got a $7 stock price.
No, I don't. It's a $9 stock price. Get out of here.
It is now.
Shh. Don't worry about things like now.
So I'm encouraging you not to bid on this.
1,000, 20,000, 20, 4,000.
I'm the only one without debt, so what the heck?
You are the only one without debt. You apparently made power or something. Yeah, you have a couple geotherms.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Man, I don't like power. Don't need that
I like-
nonsense.
I like the double geotherm.
No, I do too, and I probably should have
You don't
gone
have to
for it this
protect-
game, but I was kind of relying on my partner to pull in power, which might not have been the best idea. But on the other hand, I'm scientific, and theoretically, I can use my tiles better than he can use his tiles most of the time. You know what I mean? And so, like, he can use his claims for power. There.
Expansive colony
Do whatever you want now. I don't care. So he can use his claims for things like power, and I can use my claims for things like just setting up glass and reactors and such so much more easily. Was the basic idea there. I don't know if it really worked out as well as I was hoping, but
Right.
whatever. It's fine.
I've never seen such
Just do
elegant use of
that.
funding. We'll have more
That.
facilities open in no time.
Never even checked on this. Shoot. Okay.
Remodeling colony expanded.
It looks like someone else has finally built power.
Yeah.
I've been enjoying it while it's lasted. That's for sure.
Yeah, it's certainly been raking in all kinds of cash for you. No question about that. But now it's over. I wish I could talk more effectively, because I have a basic idea of how I want some of this to go down, and it's probably not going to happen the way I'm picturing in my head.
You know what has paid off for me this game?
What's that?
Mules.
Yeah, I'll believe
Yeah.
that.
I mean,
Mules could have
killing
been
them so
actually
far.
really good this game. Well, I just have Silicon, so I'm not too concerned about that. Why would anybody EMP my power right now? That's just so rude. I guess it hit somebody else's power as well, but whatever. Oh, come on, you could do it. Hit the button. Hit the button. I don't even know how expensive it is actually to hit the button right now.
Expansive colony expanded.
There it is. What is happening here? Where are those going? I hope they're not going to Silicon. That would actually upset me quite a lot. No, that's carbon. Okay, that's better. Carbon's more acceptable, at least.
What are you shorting?
Nothing.
Steel.
I'm surplusing something.
Steel.
Why would I short steel? That don't be ridiculous. I'm not shorting
Because
steel.
you boosted 5 steel.
I'm not shorting steel. Don't be ridiculous.
Our hackers have compromised the trading servers. Price manipulation.
Don't be ridiculous. I'm not shorting steel.
Oh man. Oh, you're shorting silicon. Very interesting. Well, so much for silicon.
Yeah, so much for Silicon. Why would I ever lie to you? You act like I'm the worst person in the world, just running around lying to people, being like, oh, I'm not doing this, I'm doing this. And then that's what happens when you don't trust people.
Yeah.
You get bit for it, jerk.
Yep. Seen this coming.
You better have seen this coming. This is an important thing that's happening right now.
Yeah, it is. Oh man, I need lag on this.
Well, I apologize for that. Blame Charter. Or whoever your carrier is, because we can pretend it's them. And not Charter if we want to.
Yeah.
Our hackers have compromised the trading servers. Price manipulation begins. An independent industrial industrial espionage agent seeks Martian opportunities.
Oh, spy. That's what we're talking about with that. Okay. I did not register spy from that.
The colors also.
I'm not playing.
Market is online.
Oh yeah.
All right, we're 50-50, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Now you're showing steel?
Maybe. I don't know how that's relevant right now, but whatever.
We caught a dirty rat trying to break our stuff.
Yeah, we did.
Offworld ship.
Who did that? Suchworth did that. I should not be doing this for revenge, but I am anyway. What do I need? 376. Why on earth would you be EMPing me? You're so rude. No, I think I accidentally bought a mule at some point, so I guess I have to drop that somewhere.
Offworld shipment launched. Look at all the money.
Oh good, I can buy my ally. It's something I totally need to do right now.
Offworld shipment launched. Look at all the money.
Expansive colony expanded.
Boy, it's funny, we got no debt and someone's coming for you.
Yeah, I know, right? The target doesn't move ever for some reason. I don't know what that's about. I actually kind of like it, if I'm honest. Although the target's moving more than I'd like it to right now. Would you just die already?
Offworld shipment launched.
Ah.
Take that, nerd.
Good job. Sorry, Suchworth. I definitely let myself open to that silicon short. Funny thing is, I had a lot of silicon. I just timed the sail wrong.
Yes, you did. I wouldn't worry about it.
When I went over to you, I think at that point you had glass furnaces on top of all that silicon.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't think through the fact that you.
I also had a stockpile of 600 silicon.
Yeah, well, it's funny, that boost, it sure made it look like, for all the world, you were going for steel.
Yep. Yes, it did.
Well, this is the situation we mentioned earlier, where the teams can get split in half.
Yep.
So, I guess this is sort of the argument for leaving the stock game the way it is. But
I suppose it is, actually. This would be the argument, although I still think that, like, planning around 2v2 versus 2v2v2v2 would be better than 2v2v2.
Yeah,
if that makes sense.
I think I might try the thing where when you buy your opponent's stock, your teammate's stock, they get it.
Mm-hmm.
So you're defending them, but it's more straightforward.
Why on earth were you making chemicals?
Was I making chemicals?
Yes.
Well, at the time they were in the 250s, and I put down an industrial lab.
That was so long ago. It's fine though.
Yeah, they weren't not really a great deal right now.
Offworld shipment.
It's fine. I forgive you.
Look at all the money.
I mean, I had an awesome spot for electronics.
Mm-hmm.
I've always been robotic looking for this combo of the aluminum plus the silicon.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, I just thought chemicals would hold up longer than they did.
Yeah.
So I didn't see anyone else building anything though. But I guess no one else went for, there wasn't a whole lot of industrial lab play.
No, there was not, actually, and there probably should have been more, if we're being honest.
Wow, carries 4 off-road markets?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if I can make a difference. you've got the money. They don't. But
that's true. Man, steel just
And
shot
we've
back
got-
up again. Steel is so random sometimes. I understand why steel does what it does, because people throw so much of it around at any given point when they're doing a transition or something, but man, steel is just a crazy resource always in the late game.
yeah. Oh, you got some. Oh, it wasn't a steel mill, was it? It was an off-road market.
Yeah, it might not have been a steel mill.
I guess the one that's the north of your colony.
Yeah.
I guess that was something else because I could tell holograms are up, and I figured that would be the place to put it. But so that's why EMP'd right next to it.
Yeah. You hit both of them with the EMP.
Yeah, I mean EMPs have a huge range now, so it seemed like a good thing to do. And you didn't actually have a goon squad up, but
no.
You know.
I gotta be doing something.
Stuff EMP, and you like maybe I hit it, but you never know for sure.
Yeah.
Off-world shipment launched.
Be interesting to see how the hologram play develops. Like, would people start to put like? Would you ever put your off-world market right in the middle of that cluster of electronics factories? Because that's of course.
I have considered that actually.
We would never think you would do that, but on the other hand, that is sort of the natural place for people to EMP you as well. So I don't know. You wouldn't start a power surge there though, so maybe it would be a good place for it.
Yeah, I think it might depend
But boy.
entirely on. Well, I mean, you sacrifice adjacency bonuses, but those aren't what they used to be, so it's kind of like whatever, right? You can actually afford to do that, and I love that change to adjacency bonuses where you can actually think about that in relation to your placement. But
I see you got a spy drop down, and did you have a hologram there, or you just want to see what he's shipping?
I wanted to see if it was gooned. Actually, because Spy will show me that, and I can also see what he's shipping, which is nice. But
and that's the spy you got off the auction too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that paid off.
That's why I took it, because may as well.
Yeah, goons are only 20,000, so that's like.
Yeah, I should probably have more goons, honestly.
Look at all the money. Look at all the money.
I don't even know if the Offworld can send anything good right now, honestly. I guess I can find something. That might be a start, at least. That's why I wasn't worrying so much about the Offworlds, honestly, because it was like, those aren't honestly making all that money.
Yeah, that's true.
So maybe I don't have to care.
Actually, electronics is 450 Offworld.
Yeah, I actually queued up for electronics sense.
Yeah.
Because why not?
It's higher than normal.
Yeah. Man, my electronics factories are only making me $1 because aluminum is actually that expensive right now.
Yeah.
Like, look at my aluminum mines.
Yep. Yep.
I think I'm just about there. Yeah, we're just about there. 728 is what I need. He's 60% on me, but I'm like 90% on him. So that should wrap it up fairly quickly, especially with all this aluminum and fuel flying in. That's going to be the game. Good job, Red Sparrow. So I was actually hoping that what would happen, and I should have considered this, it would have been better if I had been always trying to let Red Sparrow take the upgrade before me because he's expansive.
Right.
And he gets more claims with an upgrade, sure, even though Scientific uses the claims more effectively, so that's pretty even. But expansive has a much cheaper time throwing down the buildings related to their claims. And so overall, they'll be able to get into those buildings better.
Right.
And I was actually trying to leave enough resources around for Red Sparrow to hit HQ level 5, and then just throw down Offworlds himself, because his Offworlds are so much cheaper than mine. Because that seems like a really, really great tool to use if you have an expansive player on your team in particular, is to use their bonus to get to the HQ level 5 on a team, and then throw down Offworlds, and then have them keep acquiring the new people so they can keep building more Offworlds as necessary, and they can build them very cheaply. So I think if I was doing that again, I would want the expansive player. It's really weird. You almost want the scientific player to get the tiles, and the expansive player to get the HQ. You know?
Right.
That's just so interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, if you have a scientific player, you really have to consider just exactly what resource they're going to go into. Because every map is different in terms of where you're going to find your clusters.
Well, and
this map was pretty generous, so very good map.
Kind of. The aluminum was the weird situation, though, because I realized that my partner founded... He founded his expansive, so theoretically, between the two of us, he should be taking the aluminum in a lot of ways, right? Like, he has the spare claims. I can't easily use aluminum and transition it later on. But it ended up being this weird situation where he didn't have any near him, and I did. So I just grabbed 3 aluminum tiles and ran with it.
Right. So the money my stock run on you earlier, where I got half of your stock, that was almost entirely just power.
Power, yeah, that's what I figured. Which is why I wasn't actually too afraid of you and just went ahead and bought half my stock and called it good.
I had that run, and then that was
because I knew you were going to run out of steam.
Yeah, yeah. I think I lost a lot of money in the silicon rush.
Probably, yeah.
So you got a big upper hand there, and then you were able to. I mean, at that point we were even basically. We both had half of each other's stock.
I almost wish that in these in-game screen, you're kind of making me think of this now. I almost wish I could select a period of time and just see what like money ended up being for everybody, or how money ended up changing across this period of time. You know, like who went from this value to, or during this period of time, people went from this value to this value, and then being able to look at that and see how things like shortages played out and things like that.
Right. Yep. Yep. Yeah, I should be able to at least see how much I made off of silicon. That might be kind of interesting.
Yeah. See, you made $8,000 on silicon.
No, I lost money.
Oh, you lost money on silicon.
Yeah.
Sorry,
You're right.
You made 8,000.
8,000. You made
60,000, 70,000, 74,000. That's what it was.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just got a little bit lucky on the
made a
sell
lot,
time.
and then I lost it all. A little big chunk.
Man, you weren't the only one who lost on.
I bought into it, and then it suddenly completely dropped out. And then
yeah, somebody bought into silicon because I don't think any of you expected I was shorting silicon myself.
Right.
So a bunch of people bought into it.
I bought into silicon.
Well, I think Terry might have also bought into it. Maybe not, but he ended up losing like 20,000 in silicon.
Yeah. Yeah, it's at that point it was too late. You shouldn't. If you know someone did a short intentionally, you shouldn't buy into it because they're going to be better prepared than you are. You can end up losing a lot of money that way.
Yeah.
Which is what happened to me.
I never even got... Oh, no, I did get 1 electronic shipment off out of the 4 that I started.
Right. I was just surprised because the silicon creeped up to 100 somehow early on in the game for no good reason.
Oh, so I think it's just people slowly putting down solar panels and trying to get into power and maybe putting down glass.
Solar panels are not like other buildings. They cost a lot more silicon.
Oh, they cost so much silicon. It's insane.
And, like steel, other things do. So you're right. Like it is this kind of like artificial bubble right in the middle of the game that happens.
Mm-hmm. And I had the silicon. Another part of it was I had the good silicon tiles, like the really good silicon tiles that were right next to me, but I wasn't using them for silicon. Yep. I was making glass, and that's also going to like raise the silicon price in a lot of ways, I guess. This idea of I'm not consuming silicon, right? But I don't know. It creates this weird situation where nobody else can make glass. I don't know. It's very strange.
Cool.
And maybe because they can't make glass, they avoid getting into silicon in the first place. It's
right, and then realize it's like that weird problem of like if you have too many scientific players, what happens to iron?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Cool. Well, it's nice to see all of the buildings pop out. It definitely seems like they're used for the hacker right now, and Industrial Lab's a good tool. And
yeah, everybody was doing all kinds of different stuff in these games. Like Red Sparrow had a patent lab down too. And I've seen games where I really want to be using the patent lab. It's not every game.
Right.
But there are definitely some techs in
he
there.
Made 130K off the Pleasure Dome.
Oh, did I? Or did he? Sorry. Yeah, he had the Pleasure Dome.
He had with virtual reality.
Yeah. Even so far away from the colony.
Oh yeah, you're right.
And apparently I do well when I have someone I can just leech off of. That's what I've learned today.
Yeah.
I just need somebody to build me power and then we're set, honestly. That's what it comes down to. Oh man. Yeah, he had 4 geotherms down. Crazy. Okay, well, that was my last game because I've got to get on out of here pretty quickly. Before we go, though, since I've got you here, when are you thinking we might see a full release on Beta 5, if you have any thoughts about that?
Yeah, so that's going to be sometime next week.
Okay.
There was just a lot of random weirdness. Like the invisible pirate bug ended up being a lot stranger than any of us anticipated. It was just some bizarre, almost sort of compile issue.
My favorite part about it was it would also make trucks invisible if you planted it on them.
Yeah, I actually, I mean, I didn't find the fix, so I'm not really sure exactly what it was, but it was something that would never happen in our development environment, right? It was one of those
Interesting.
bugs that would only happen in release. So you know, there's just a lot of weird stuff. So now it's Thursday, you know, and there's just not enough QA time to go onto our the beta 5 candidate. So
yeah,
the plus side is we're going to be able to sneak a few extra little things in, but yeah, it'll be coming out sometime next week.
All right, sounds good. Because I think people are always looking forward to that.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's gonna go ahead and wrap us up here today. I'm gonna get on out of here, Soren. I imagine you have work or something you have to go do, I guess.
Yep.
Keep working on the game. So we're gonna call it here. But thank you everyone for watching, and I'll see you next time.